Have you ever wondered why it's so hard to build yourself up and why it's so easy to tear yourself down? I find it interesting that we as people do more of the latter and not near as much of the former. Consider, if you would, for a moment that your mind, or soul, whatever you want to call it, is a physical object. Let's consider something simple, like a birdhouse, for example. How many times do you think you can hit that birdhouse with a hammer before it shatters into pieces? 4, 5 maybe? Think about all the negative self-talk we have with ourselves and how much we beat ourselves up over things that most of the time we have no control over. It doesn't take long before we've hammered our own minds into oblivion and begin to think of ourselves in a very negative light. We dwell on what we don't know or what we're not good at, instead of being proud of ourselves for trying to learn something new, or simply just for trying anything. Now think about for a second what it takes to build something simple, like a birdhouse. You first need a plan, the right tools, the correct lumber to do it, and most importantly, the will to make it happen. But even once you have all of that, you still need to measure, cut, glue, nail, staple, and assemble all the pieces correctly in order to turn it into something different than just a pile of pieces. This is what it's like to construct a better version of yourself. It's not easy. There will be bumps in the road, and it takes a lot of work. Trust me when I tell you, it's a lot easier to wallow in despair than it is to push through and persevere. So what does this look like? How can you start being more self-constructive instead of self-destructive? You start by transmuting these negative thoughts into something positive. As soon as you are aware that you're beating yourself up over something and thinking about what you did wrong, start considering what you did right. If nothing else, you tried. You put yourself out there and you tried. That in itself is always a step in the right direction. You see, there's no avoiding these negative thoughts, but you can become more consciously aware of when they are present and then make a conscious effort to get rid of them. I dare you. Try to have a positive thought and a negative thought at the same time. It's not possible. So when you transmute that negative into a positive, the negative will literally just fall off to the wayside. So long as you give yourself something positive to focus your mind on, it doesn't have an opportunity to focus on anything else. This takes a little bit of practice, but it's not greatly difficult to achieve. The only thing in the entirety of existence that you have 100% complete and total control over is your mind. So let's start using it to our own advantage, instead of using it against yourself. Your mind is such a powerful tool, and it can take you to so many wonderful and fantastic places. Or it can destroy everything you are. The choice is yours as to which one you will allow. Similarly to placing a seed into the earth, it takes a little water, a little sunlight, a little patience, and a little love. But before you know it, it will grow into something wonderful that no longer resembles the form in which it started. So let us together start giving our minds what they need to grow, to flourish, and to keep us in a positive state. It all starts here. My name is Curran, and this is Progressing Empowerment. Stay as fantastic as I know you are. Thank you for listening.